Thank you. Hi everybody, sorry for the delay. We've had some technical difficulties. Hope you're feeling good this evening. My name is Caroline and I teach Ashtanga at the Mayfair Lakeshore Racket Club. Typically it's a 90-minute class, but we're going to make it about 55 minutes tonight. I'm going to be omitting some of the postures because we obviously can't get through the entire sequence. Those of you who are my regular participants, feel free to go through the entire sequence of the advanced postures, the full postures. Those of you who are new to the practice, just do the modifications that I'm demonstrating to you. And when you're breathing, we want to create a very hot sound in the throat. So it's almost like you're fogging up a mirror. So it's like a sound, but it's with your lips closed. And that's just to get your mind to focus on your breath, as well as to really move with your breath. So I'm just going to have a look in here, make sure everybody's here to go. Everybody's there. Great. So let's start. Just listen to my cues and I will guide you through this great practice. It's a great way to detox the body. So just come to the top of your mat, the big toes touching. Draw on the belly, all four corners of the feet. Inhale, palms rise, gaze towards the thumbs. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Palms down, step or jump to back to a plank, elbows close to the ribs, back, halfway. Pressing to the tops of the toes, open the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Lots of space between the fingers. Draw the hips back. 5 breaths here, and I count for you. 1, use that sound in the throat to keep the body warm. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Step or jump lightly to the top of your mat, big toes touching. Inhale to a flat back, and then exhale, fold. Press into the toes, lengthen and grow taller. Exhale, down, hands down to the side. Inhale again, arms all the way up, gaze at the thumbs. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, flat back. Palms down, step or jump back to plank, bend the elbows back halfway, lower, look forward. Press into the tops of the toes, open the chest. Exhale, downward dog, stay here. Lots of space between the fingers like they're webbed feet. Pressing into the first finger and thumb. 1. Drawing the hips back further. 2. Gazing towards navel. 3. 4. 5. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Step or jump lightly to the top of your mat. Inhale to flat back. Exhale, fold. Press into the feet, lengthen and grow taller. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale, palms rise. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, flat back. Palms down, step or jump back to plank, chaturanga. Exhale, halfway down. Press into the tops of the toes, open the chest. Exhale to downward dog. Again, lots of space between the fingers. Press the hips back. 1. Don't force the heels down if they're up. 2. Just go where you need to go in the posture. Make the modifications that I give you as needed. 3. Separate the shoulder blades. Broaden the back. 4. 5. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Step or jump lightly to the top of your mat, big toes touching. Inhale to a flat back, and then fold a bit deeper on the exhale. Press into the feet, lengthen and grow taller. Exhale here. The B section now. Inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, flat back. Palms down, step or jump back to plank, chaturanga. Exhale. Press into the tops of the toes, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Right leg forward, nice deep long lunge. Press into the feet, lengthen and grow taller. Exhale, palms down on the mat, swing back to plank. Bend the elbows back, chaturanga. Inhale up, open. Exhale down. Left leg forward, inhale, warrior one. Press into the feet and rise. Palms down, step back to plank. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale up, exhale down. Stay here, breathing with sound. Get the should feel nice and warmed up right now. 1, separate the shoulder blades, broaden the back. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, bend the knees forward. Step or jump lightly to the top of your mat. Inhale to flat back. Exhale, fold through deeper. Bend the knees, sit low. Utkatasana. Exhale. Again. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, flat back. Palms down, step or jump back to plank. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale up. Exhale down. Right leg forward, Virabhadrasana A, warrior one. Palms down, step back. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale up. Exhale down. Left leg forward, Virabhadrasana A. Palms rise, gaze towards the thumbs. Palms down, step back. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale up. Exhale down. Stay here, breathing with sound. 1, 2, hearing that sound in the throat. 3, 4, 5. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Step or jump lightly to the top of your mat. Inhale to flat back. And exhale, fold. Bend the knees, sit low. Utkatasana. Exhale to the top. Bring your feet about hip width apart. Reach for the big toes. Hook onto them. Inhale, look forward, suck in the belly. Bend the elbows out to the side. Fold towards the shins. And then tip the weight forward. Padangusthasana. Slide the shoulder blades down the back. 1, gaze at the nose. Suck in the belly. 2, tipping the weight forward a little bit forward, lengthening through the spine. 3, crown of the head just facing down. 4, 5. Inhale, just let the head stay here. Exhale. Inhale, take the hands, place them under the feet, palms up, toes near the wrist crease. Look forward, inhale, exhale, fold, bend the knees if you need to, and then tip the weight a little bit forward towards the wrist. Padahastasana. 1, breathing with sound, gazing at the nose. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, look forward. Stay here, exhale. Inhale, slide the hands out under the feet. Come onto the waist. Come all the way up to standing. Big toes touching. Top of your back. Step out to the right, parallel arms and feet. Turn your toe to face the back wall. Reach over that leg. Hook onto the toe, maybe. Or place your hand down by the ankle. Reach up with the left arm. Stack the shoulders and lean back. Utthita Trikonasana. 1, triangle. Gaze towards that thumb. 2, should hover over the eye and lean back. 3, 4, listen to the breath. 5, inhale, come all the way up, parallel arms and feet. Turn the other foot to face the other wall. Reach over that leg, come down. See if you can hook onto the toe or place the hand by the ankle. The arm comes up, lean back. 1. 2, gazing towards that thumb. 3, 4, 5. Inhale, come all the way up, parallel arms and feet. And now just turn your hips to one side, back. Take your arm all the way up. Cross it over, place it beside the baby toe. Other arm spins up, twist towards one side. Draw the belly in. 1, 2, gaze towards that palm. 3, hips are drawn back. 4, 5, inhale, come all the way up, parallel arms and feet. Pivot the hips towards the opposite side. One arm comes up. You're going to place that arm beside, baby finger beside the baby toe as the other arm spins up. Draw the belly in, twist with the upper back. Gaze towards that palm. 1, draw the belly in, hips are back. 2, breathing with sound. 3, make sure you see that thumb. 4, 5, inhale, come all the way up, parallel arms and feet. Exhale, Samasthiti, back to the standing position, big toes touching. Step out to the right again, parallel arms and feet, a lot wider than you did last time. Turn the toe to face the back wall, placing the palm down, thumb beside the baby toe. Reach the right arm over the ear, reach for the back wall. 1, if you have a brick, you could have also placed your hand on the brick instead of by the baby toe. 2, 3, open the chest towards the ceiling. 4, body is nice and long, press the knee into the arm. 5, inhale, come all the way up, parallel arms and feet. Turn the other toe to face the other wall, bend the knee, place the palm down, thumb beside the baby toe, outside of the knee. Reach the arm over the ear, gaze towards that palm. Chin is slightly tucked in, and then take the knee out to the right. 1, 2, gazing towards that palm. 3, 4, 5, inhale, come all the way up, parallel arms and feet. Pivot both feet to one side. Bend the front leg, nice long lunge. Take the right arm up, or the one arm up. Take it to the outside of the knee. Hands pressed together. You can stay here. This is modified. If you want to go further, place that right foot, the hand down by the baby toe, and reach the left arm towards the back, towards the opposite, in alignment with your knee. 1, 2, otherwise hands are together in prayer. 3, 4, 5, inhale, come all the way up, parallel arms and feet. Pivot to the opposite side. Square your hips. Bend the knee. Take the arm up. Take it to the outside of the knee. Your hands can be placed in prayer. This is where you can stay if you like. Otherwise, the hand goes down beside the baby toe. And the other arm reaches towards the wall, whatever you have in that direction. 1, chin slightly tucked towards the armpit. 2, gazing towards that palm. 3, keep breathing with sound. 4, 5, inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, Samasthiti to the top of your mat, big toes touching. Step out again to the right. Parallel arms and feet, place your hands on your waist. Hands come down onto the mat. Walk them back towards the heels. Look forward on the inhale, bend the elbows back, and then tip the weight slightly forward towards the toes. Vajrita Padottanasana A. Gaze at the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale, just let the head stay here, exhale. Inhale, place the hands on the waist, come all the way up slowly. That was A. Inhale, arms are wide. Exhale, place them on the waist. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, come forward, crown of the head towards the mat. Squeeze the shoulder blades. This is B. 1, I'm going to tip the weight a little bit forward towards the toes. 2, you keep your hands on the waist, crown of the head towards the mat. 3, squeeze the shoulder blades. 4, 5, inhale, come all the way up. Exhale. Inhale, arms are wide. Exhale, clasp them behind the back, interlace. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, bring the arms up and over as far as they can go. C. 1. Tipping a little bit forward. 2. Actively engaging the legs. 3. Pressing a little bit deeper. 4. And 5. Inhale all the way up slowly. Exhale. Inhale, catch the waist. Exhale, reach for the big toes. Inhale, look forward, elbows out to the side. Draw the chest towards the middle space and tip the weight forward. This is D. 1, gazing at the nose, breathing with sound. 2. 3. 4. 5. Inhale, just lift the head. Stay here. Exhale. Inhale, catch the waist. Come all the way up. Back to the top of your mat. Big toes touching. Take your hands behind you. You can take them either in a prayer posture or knuckle to knuckle or elbow to elbow. That's the modification. Step back with your right foot and pivot towards the back wall. Forward fold, chin towards the shin, gaze at the nose. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, pivot towards the front. Inhale, square your hips. Exhale, fold forward, chin towards the shin, gaze at the nose, relax the neck, let the crown of the head fall down towards the mat. 1. 2. 3. 4, breathing with sound. 5, inhale, lengthen through the spine, open up to the side, and exhale back to the top of your mat, big toes touching. Take your hands and dig them into the left side of your waist, left arm. You can bring up the knee. You can stay here if you like, or extend the foot, stay here for 5 breaths. So it's up to you. So if you're a beginner, you might want to stay here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly take the leg or the knee out to the side, gaze over the opposite shoulder. 1. And it is a moon day, almost. So one day off of a moon day, so you may be wobbling too, like me. 3, 4, and 5. Bring the leg back to the center. Extend. Stay here. 1. Lifting, lifting. Uddiyana Bandha. 2. 3. Point the toe. Stand tall. 4. And 5. Lower down. Spread the toes on the right side. Take the right hand. Dig it into that waist. Feel your abdominals. Take the left knee up. Draw in the belly. Stay here again or extend the foot. And fold. So wherever you are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take the leg out to the side, gaze over the shoulder, somewhere in the middle of the wall. 1, 2, 3, extend. 1. Lifting, lifting, 2. 3. 4. And 5. Lower down. Good. Spread the toes. Next one has a full posture, has a modification. So the modification is spread your toes. You haven't done it before. Take your heel, maybe bring as high as you can to the hip crease. You can stay here if you like. Or you can go a little bit further up if you can. The idea is to get the heel towards your hip crease. Take the right hand behind the back. See if you can find the toe. You may not be able to do this. Your left hand is pushed down by the baby toe and you fold. 1. So maybe you only have the knee across the quadricep. 2. 3. Gazing at the nose. 4. 5. Inhale, look forward, stay here, exhale. Press into the foot, come all the way up, and then lower. Try the other side. One side is a little bit easier than the other side. Again, if you're modifying, you can take the heel and just stay here. Place your hands, heel up, and hands in prayer. Or, again, take the heel, bring it towards your hip crease. Come forward. Find your mat if you need to. Right hand on the quadrant, right hand on the mat, left hand around the back. Draw the knee in and fold towards the shin. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Inhale forward. Exhale here. Press into the feet. Come all the way up. And then lower to your mat. Big toes touching at the top of your mat. Arms all the way up on the inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale to a flat back. Palms down. Step or jump back to your plank. Chaturanga. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Step or jump lightly to the top of your mat. Big toes touching. Sit into your chair pose. Utkatasana. 5 breaths. 1. Strong, strong arms. 2. Sink a bit deeper. Open the chest. 3. Gazing at the clouds. 4. 5. Palms down. Jump back. Chaturanga. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale down. Right leg forward. Virabhadrasana 8. Warrior 1. Press into the feet. Lengthen and grow taller. Reach. Nice deep lunge. Open your left hip. 1. Gaze towards the thumbs. 2. Breathing us down. 3. Press into the back edge of the foot. 4. Deeper lunge if you can. 5. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Pivot towards the back. Maybe move the left leg towards a little bit the other side. Bend the knee. Lunge into the posture. 1. Strong straight arm gazing towards the thumbs. 2. 3. 4. 5. Virabhadrasana B. Warrior 2. Knee out to your left. Lunge a little bit deeper. Gaze past the thumb fingers. 1. Long, long stance. 2. Draw the belly in, lengthen through the spine. 3. 4. Knee out to your left. 5. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Back one leg. Turn to the other side. Bend. Knee out to the right. 1. Gaze past the fingers. 2. 3. Breathing a sound. 4. 5. Windmill the arms down. Step back to plank. Chaturanga. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, step or jump through to seated position. Extend the legs forward. Place the palms down, right by the hips, chin to chest, lengthen through the spine, 5 breaths here. Flex the toes, flat feet. 1, as if you were walking flat on the ground. 2, legs are straight and lengthen through the spine. 3, chin to chest, gazing at the chest. 4, 5, inhale, reach for the big toes. And then exhale, fold, draw the belly in, Paschimottanasana. 1, reach for the shin, ankle, or toes if you can. 2, soften through the shoulders. 3, 4, 5, inhale, look forward. Exhale here. Take your hands, try to reach maybe the ankles or reach around the edges of the feet or reach all the way around the feet. And then exhale, fold again. Soften through the shoulders. This is a little bit more of a tighter squeeze. So you want to soften. 1. Try not to get the shoulders too much into the ears. 2. Relax the neck. 3. Suck in the belly. 4. 5, inhale, look forward. Exhale here. Take your hands about a foot behind you. 2 versions now. You can do a reverse table or you can go all the way up to Kroboth. So table, feet are flat, hip width apart, reach up, drop the head back, lift up through the chest. Or go full posture, straight legs, spin the knees in, lift up. 1, wherever you are. 2, comes with practice. 3, 4, open the chest. 5, and lower down. Draw the knees into the chest, press the palms into the mat, lift up into a plank. Exhale, halfway down, chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale, downward dog. Bend the knees look forward, come to a seated position again onto your mat. We're just going to change sides. So, instead of doing a vinyasa, take your right leg, bring it towards above the knee if you're a beginner. Wrap the hand around the back, maybe reach for shin, ankle, or edge of the foot. Otherwise, heel towards the inner thigh, inner hip, catch the big toe on the back, and then exhale, fold, stay here. 1, Ardha Baddha Paschimottanasana. 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale forward, exhale. Just let go of the leg. Again, if you're a beginner, take your heel, it's above the knee. Take the right hand, reach it towards the right edge of the foot. Left arm just comes around and fold here. Otherwise, if you're going for the full posture, towards the hip crease, wrap the left arm around, find the big toe, connect here, and then fold forward, gazing towards the foot. Padagardrishti. 1. So our eyes are looking at the foot, and that is our meditation point. 2. That's a strong breath. 3, 4, 5, inhale, look forward, exhale here. Draw the knees into the chest, lift up into plank, exhale, lower. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, step or jump through to seated, extend the legs forward. Janu Shasana A, we are skipping some postures. Take your right sole of the foot towards the inner thigh. Reach for the shin, ankle, or foot, or around the foot. Exhale, fold, look at the foot, don't look away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale, look forward, exhale here. Switch sides, or so when people always take my classes, you want to do a vinyasa, go ahead and do a vinyasa to change sides. Other sole of the foot towards the inner thigh. Reach for the shin, ankle, or foot, or around the foot. Then exhale, fold, gaze towards the foot. 1, using the breath to toxify the body. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, look forward. Exhale here. Draw the knees into the chest, lift up into plank. Exhale, chaturanga, look forward. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, step or jump through to seated. Extend the legs forward. Marishasana A. You're going to take the sole of the foot, right sole of the foot onto the mat. Knee nice and close to the chest. Reach forward. See if you can wrap around the shin. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. It's okay if you can't make the bind right now. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold. Chin towards the shin. Gaze at the foot. 1, 2, breathing with sound. 3, 4, 5. Inhale, look forward. Exhale. Switch sides or take Vinyasa. If you are one of my regulars, you can take Vinyasa if you like. Left sole of the foot comes onto the mat, knees bent, sit nice and tall. Reach the left arm forward as far as you can. Pass that right foot, wrap it around the shin if you can. Maybe you can find the other hand. Inhale to prepare, and exhale, fold. Chin towards the shin, gazing at the foot. Foot is flexed. 1, breathing with sound. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, look forward. Exhale here. Come out of the posture, draw the knees close to the chest, lift up into plank. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, step or jump through to seated. Extend the legs forward. For seat, I'm going to take the right sole of the foot again onto the mat. Again, if you're a beginner, just twist towards the side, the right side. Take the elbow into the knee and stay here. Otherwise, you're working around the body, so see if you can bind through that knee. 1, open the chest. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, look forward. Exhale. Come out of posture, take Vinyasa, or just change sides if you're a beginner. The left sole of the foot comes onto the mat. Sit up nice and tall. Twist to the left. Take the elbow into the knee. You can stay here. Otherwise, it's wrapping the arm around that knee, taking the left arm around the back, and binding, so it kind of looks like this. And then open the chest a little bit further to the side. 1, open. 2, one side's usually easier than the other. 3, depending on how much we've been practicing. 4, and 5. Inhale, look forward. Exhale here. Draw your knees into the chest, palms down, lift up into plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, step or jump through to seated into Navasana, boat pose. So typically it's done with our legs up and a nice long, strong back, but you can also modify and do a half with your leg. 1, doing 3 of these. 2, 3, 4, sit tall. 5, draw the knees into the chest, palms down, lift. Exhale here. Again, either legs bent or legs straight. 1, open the chest, relax, look on the face. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Cross the knees, palms down, a little lift. Exhale. 1 more. 1, 2, open the chest. 5, draw the knees into the chest, lift all the way up into your plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog, open the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, bend the knees, come to seated onto the mat. Lay down on your back, just listen. Point your right toe to the ceiling, catch the big toe. Left hand on your quadricep, bend the right elbow, lift the shoulder blades off the mat. Supta Padukastasana. Gaze at the foot, use your abdominals. 1, point the left toe. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, lower the head to the mat. Exhale, take the right leg out to the side, look over the left shoulder. Try not to roll over to the right side. Keep that left quadricep down. 1, press through the right heel. 2, 3. If you have a towel, you can always put a towel around the foot to help you. 4, get that connection. 5, inhale, bring the leg back to the center. Try to lift up, exhale, touch nose and knee if you can. Inhale, lower the head to the mat. Let go of the foot, exhale here. Left side, point the left toe to the ceiling, catch the big toe with the peace fingers. Right hand on your quadricep, bend the elbow, lift the shoulder blades off the mat, gaze at the foot. 1, 2, gazing. 3, keep bringing the sound. 4, 5, inhale, lower the head. Exhale, take the leg out to the left, look over the right shoulder. 1. Try to press that right quadricep down. 2, try not to roll too much to the left. 3, press through the left heel. 4, 5, inhale, bring the leg back to the center. Try to touch nose to knee. Inhale, lower the head. Exhale, lower the foot. Draw the knees into the chest. Roll all the way up, cross at the ankles. Press the palms into the mat. Lift up into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, step or jump through to seated. Extend the legs forward. Lay down on your back. 4, 3 back bends or 3 bridges. Feet are hip width apart, soles flat. See if you can reach for your heels. The first one you can do, having done on all the way up, 3 bridges are fine. Press into all 4 corners, lift up the sitting bones. Interlace the hands, squeeze the shoulder blades a little bit closer together. Lift the hips high and suck the belly and like zipping up the belly. 1, squeeze the buttocks. 2, 3, 4, 5, lower down, deep breath in, deep breath out. Number 2. Again, you can do the same way, or if you want to go a little bit further, you can take your hands up the ears. If you've gone this far before, just come onto the forehead, but press into the feet, because the next step will be going all the way up if you're ready for this. If not, bridge is fine. 1. Let's go back to bridge. 2. Hips high, belly in, squeeze the butt. 3. 4. And 5, lower. Deep breath in, deep breath out. So if you came onto your head, the next step after that is to go back onto the head again. Walk your hands a little bit closer to the shoulders. Press into the feet and arms and begin to rise up. So if you haven't done that before, I don't suggest you do that right now. Just basic bridge the spine. And here we go. Lifting up, shoulder blades squeeze. 1. Squeeze the belly, lift the hips high. 2. Feeling active in the quadriceps and the hamstrings. 3. Pressing into the feet. 4. Should be burning. 5. And lowering down. Good. Draw the knees into the chest. Roll all the way up. Press the palms into the mat, lift up into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, step or jump through to seated. Exhale, legs forward. Easy forward fold, Paschimottanasana, just to release from your back. And you can hold on to the edges of the feet and just soften here. 10 breaths. 1, 2, easy forward fold. Relax the neck. 3, 4, 5, especially if you've gone all the way up. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale, look forward. Exhale here. Draw the knees into the chest nice and high. Palms down, back into your plank. Elbows back, close to the ribs halfway. Press into the toes, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, step or jump through to seated. Extend the legs forward. Lay down on your back for shoulder stand. So again, feet are going to come all the way up. You can keep your hips down if you like. You don't have to go all the way up. You can stay right here. Or place your hands on your lower back. And think about growing taller through the toes. 1. Squeeze the belly, squeeze buttocks. 2, 3, 4. Should be back of the head and shoulders, nothing in the neck. 5. So a little mouse hole in the neck there. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now if your hips are down, you can just keep them up. Otherwise, if your hips are all the way up, you can see if you can go back, find the floor behind you with the toes. If your feet connect, your toes connect, you can take your hands off of your hips and then press them towards the mat. If they don't touch, keep them on the lower back. 1. And if your hips are down, just keep your feet pointing in the sky. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Slowly, if you have your feet in plow pose, begin to bring the knees towards your ears and try to squeeze your ears so you don't hear noise. That is if your feet or toes are connected to the ground. 1, and if they're not connected, you can still move the knees towards the ears and try to squeeze. 2, and if your hips are still on the ground, your feet are pointing up, you can just bring them to the chest and give the lower back a little squish. That's about 5 now. 6, 7, and 8. Slowly bring your feet back towards the ceiling so you're in a shoulder stand. So if you're hugging your knees to your chest and you have your hips on the mat, you can bring them back up again. So if you're just up here now, then you're either going to try to cross the legs if you haven't done this before. And you can keep the hands on the lower back. Or you're trying to find the balance in the shoulders and the back of the head and then press sort of the knees away from you. The full posture is going into lotus, so you might not be able to do this. Or maybe keeping the hands down or on the lower back for support into a cross-leg position. This is fine. That was probably about 4 breaths now. 5, 6, 7, 8. No compression in the head. Now take your knees and bring them into your chest. See if you can wrap your hands around and make a little ball. So you're balanced on the shoulders and back of head, not your neck. 1, 2. So even if your legs are crossed, you can still be in a little ball. 3, 4,
5, 6, 7, and 8. Slowly take your hands, press them onto the mat. Roll down gently, one vertebrae at a time. Either you're in lotus or your legs are crossed. So right now my legs are crossed, so those people who haven't done it before, that's fine. Then take the crown of the head and bring the chest up, gazing towards the back wall or gazing towards your nose. Take your hands, place them on your knees. Open the chest. Stay here. 1, gazing at the nose. 2, chest is up. Lower upper back is off the mat. 3, breathe through the chest. 4, 5, 6, strong breaths. 7, 8, keep the head exactly where it is and the back exactly where it is. Take your legs out and extend them 45 degrees forward. Take your hands above the chest, press them together. Open the chest. Stay here. 1, 2, back is not touching the mat. Open the chest. 3, gazing at the nose. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Slowly lower the legs, the arms, back, neck. Draw the knees into the chest. Give the lower back a little squish, the gentle rock side to side. Cross at the ankles, roll all the way up. Press the palms into the mat, lift up into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale, downward dog. Drop your knees to the ground. Now this is the part where we actually go into headstand, but if you haven't done headstand before, no worries. Doing dolphin, strengthening through our arms. So dolphin is bringing the forearms onto the mat, curling the toes, lifting up the same bones. Stay here. Now if you have done the headstands before, maybe you're working against a wall, that's fine too. So go where you know that you can in your practice. Really draw in the belly. Keep the legs active. This is about 4 breaths now. 5, press into the arms. 6, 7, 8. If you are in dolphin, just extend the legs back a little bit back. Come into a dolphin plank. Stay here. 5 more breaths. Some of you might be going halfway down. If you're the full Ashtangas and you're into the full primary, so go ahead with that. 1, 2, gazing forward. 3, you're in plank. 4, draw the belly in. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Coming down onto the knees, so if you were in Halasana, come back down. Take your hands, place them behind you in child's pose so the shoulders roll forward. Deep breaths here. Bring your hands forward, come into all fours and then come into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, step or jump through to seated. These are our closing postures. Yoga mudra, you can cross your legs or you can take lotus, it's up to you. I'll just cross my legs for people who are maybe just beginners, this is fine. So taking your hands, if you have a hard time to bend, take your hands behind the back, see if you can find your elbows. Open up your chest. Inhale here and exhale, just fold forward. 10 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Tip your first finger and your thumb. Arms are nice and straight over the knees. Connect the first finger and thumb for, you're going to bring the chin towards the chest, gazing at the chest. 10 deep breaths. 1, filling up the lungs. 2, as you exhale, exhale a little bit more. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, gazing at the rise and fall of the chest. 8, 9, 10. Upate. So if you've got crossed legs, the idea is just to bring the knees as close as you can to the chest. Press the palms down and lift through your abdominals. If you're in lotus, you're taking the hands, bringing the lotus up, and then pressing and hovering off of the mat. So lifting up for 10 breaths. 1, knees close to the chest if you're not in full lotus. 2, lift, lift, lift. Use the deep, deep, deep abdominals. 3, gazing just beyond the mat. 4, keep breathing, don't hold the breath in. 5, 6, keep lifting through the belly. 7, deep, deep Uddiyana Bandha. 8, deep, deep abdominals. 9, and 10, lower. Good. Draw the knees into the chest. Roll up into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, step or jump to the top of your mat. Flat back. Exhale, full. Inhale, rise. Press the palms together, gaze at the thumbs. Exhale. One closing sequence. Inhale up. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale to flat back. Palms down, step or jump back to plank. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, step or jump through to seated. Extend the legs forward and take rest. So in Shavasana, just allow the body to soften. Close the eyes. If you have a towel by you, maybe you want to use a towel just to cover yourself or wipe off your face. Allow the softening of the face so the eyes roll back into the socket. Take a few moments here to listen to my voice. Body begin to cool itself slowly. You notice the sounds around you, but then go back to the breath. The forehead line soften, the jaw, creating a little bit of space between the throat, teeth, separating the lips. The bones become heavy and the skin to soften. Just focusing on present breath. Allowing the body to absorb the practice.
slowly. Just exhaling, nice deep exhale if it feels good. Begin to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Bring a little bit of life back into the body. Gentle movement of the head side to side if that feels good. And maybe drawing the arms up and over the head, taking a nice long stretch. Bringing the knees into the chest and giving the lower back a little squish and a gentle rock side to side. That feels good. And slowly just rolling to the right side, using your arm as a little pillow. Let's take a few deep breaths here. Let's allow the body to start to wake up and to become more aware of the breath and the movement happening, subtle movements. A few more breaths here. When you're ready, slowly start to press the arms into the mat and start to peel up to seated position. Legs crossed. Thank you very much for joining me this evening. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Stay safe, stay calm, do yoga, and we'll all get through this together. Have a wonderful evening. Namaste, and thank you so much for joining me today. Thanks, everybody.